In this video, I share 3 ways that I get rid of my personal self-doubt, and we're starting right now. Self-doubt. You got it, I got it, let's get it out of here. But before we get started, quick shout out to Think Media, and a huge thank you for them providing me with the encouragement and the tools necessary in order to get my YouTube channel up and running. Let me know in the comment section if you've been impacted by them at all, and you should definitely subscribe to their channel. First part of this video is my mentality about myself. Second part is my mentality about criticism. Third part is physical actions that I take. One of the biggest things that I use to get rid of my self-doubt is, you guessed it, my personal mentality, specifically about how I view myself and the way I interact with the world. And all the different things that I'm worried about, the first thing that I do, or one of the most significant things that I do, is I actually just embrace the pain or embrace the inevitable failure. And you're probably thinking, well, why would I do that? There's lots of things that I don't want to avoid. Yes, I understand there are obstacles in life. Things will happen that we don't want to happen. But your dream is on the other side of those obstacles. You have something that you need to get towards, and there are things standing in your way. And a lot of you aren't even on the path yet because your self-doubt has kept you from even trying to climb that mountain. Okay? There are obstacles and there are things in the way. Embrace the inevitable fact that there's going to be failures. I'm not going to be great at it in the beginning. I'm going to suck. There's going to be mean comments. There's going to be dislikes, okay? Use an example, this YouTube channel that I'm starting as an analogy. For 5 years, I didn't start because I was afraid of not being good enough. I was afraid of putting out bad videos. I was afraid of all the negative comments that I would get, such as this one. And ultimately, what got me to this place where I can actually produce videos is I've accepted that as part of the process. I've accepted the pain. I've sort of put on this crazy mentality, and I just tell myself, let it burn. Just embrace the craziness that it's going to come, and then take lessons from it and move on. More of that in the second topic. But another thing to add on to this is that you're a freaking miracle. The fact that you are alive right now, the fact that you have a life, is insanely improbable. If God created you, that's a miracle. If evolution created you, that's also highly improbable and probably ranks as a miracle, okay? The fact that you're here is ridiculous. It's crazy that you have a life, and yet you're not living out your best life. We're not living out our best dreams because we tell ourselves and we doubt our abilities to do it. But here's the thing, you may not have the ability now, but I guarantee you'll never get the ability if you don't start trying, if you don't start practicing, if you don't start failing and going through those obstacles and getting the lessons and applying them so that you can get over those obstacles. If you sit at the beginning of an obstacle course full of self-doubt and wondering about what will go wrong, guess what? You will never get to the finish line. You'll never get to where you want to go. And so, number one, embrace the pain, let it burn, embrace the fact that negative feedback is going to come. People are going to make mean comments, you're going to get dislikes. People are going to say mean things, your product is not going to be very good at the beginning. That's fine, let it burn. Okay, just become slightly maniacal in your thinking. It's going to be bad, and I don't care, that's fine. Why? Because I am going to take the lessons from those bad reactions, and I'm going to apply them to make myself better and get myself closer to my dream. Really quick, if you guys are getting value from this, please consider hitting the like button and hitting subscribe if you want more. It really goes a long way for the YouTube algorithm, and I would really appreciate it. Let's keep going. Which leads me to my second point, is how to take criticism. Straight up, guys, listen. If a critical comment does not provide you value that you can use to educate yourself and make yourself better, you should not pay for it with your attention. Okay? Literally, the whole point of you paying any attention to something is to get something from it, to get value. If someone's left you a comment that provides 0 value and you can't educate yourself from it, you can't improve from it, you can't learn from it, it's not worth your time, it's not worth your attention. You certainly should not pay it any mind. You certainly should not let it take up space in your brain, because you need that for moving ahead and achieving your dreams. So number 3 is the physical actions that I take to help get through my self-doubt. And actually the biggest thing is taking action. Because once you start getting in the ring and you start giving out punches and you start getting punched, you start to realize that those comments don't actually hurt as much as you thought they would. And you are actually capable of pushing through them, but you got to take action. You got to start piling up the losses in order to get the win. Keep stacking them one after another, one step after one step, and you'll start to see that things that you thought were difficult become a little bit easier, and then you move on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and sooner or later you'll have a list of small accomplishments that you didn't think you could do, but you have done, and that is going to start to really crush the self-doubt, because now you're going to have proof to yourself. You're going to prove to yourself that you actually can do something, even if it's a small thing, but it's something that you didn't think you could do before. And therefore it stands to reason that you can do even more. So take action, start doing things, and this will start building up your confidence, which will in turn push down your self-doubt. Another thing that I do is exercise. The chemicals released in your mind when you exercise are great for making you feel better. I don't understand the science behind it. All I know is that if I go for a run on a gloomy day, I immediately feel better. That's just me. If you're feeling down on yourself, get down, do an ab workout, do push-ups, go on YouTube, look up a 10-minute home body workout, follow along, do it, start sweating, and you're most likely going to feel better at the end. So I would highly recommend that. Second, cater your news feed on social media. Only follow or allow things in your feed that are positive and contribute to you. You don't need all of these negative things in your feed bringing you down. And certainly maybe you should stop following so many big celebrities that aren't actually contributing value and encouragement to you, because if you're someone who compares yourself to people like Kylie Jenner or Leonardo DiCaprio, you may want to unfollow them, because that's just going to keep the cycle going in your head. The more you see it, the more you're going to have to deal with it. If you're someone that compares yourself to people who have already made it, I would highly recommend unfollow those people for now, just so that you can clear the comparisons out and you give yourself less things to compare yourself to, and fill your feed with people who are motivational, like Gary Vee, or whatever floats your boat. Fill your feed with things that will help push down your self-doubt, not give you reasons to compare yourself and doubt yourself even more. So cater your news feed is something that I would highly recommend. And also cater the amount of news you get. I actually practice something called selective ignorance when it comes to the news. That's for a later video, but basically if you're continuing inputting negative, bad news, you're going to get those bad vibes. Keep it out. Just keep it out for now. Okay? That's what I would highly recommend. Alright? Well guys, we made it to the end of the video. If you made it this far, I am so grateful for your attention and support. It means a lot to me. And if you got value, please hit the subscribe button, give me a like. It would really go a long way. Give me a comment, give me some positive feedback or criticism, ways that I can improve, other things that contribute to the discussion. It would really go a long way. And now for the bonuses that I talked about. It's really I got some articles in the description that you can go read that add even more things on top of what I've already said. This was more of my personal things, but I've also collected some articles for you guys to read that are a bit more broad in general. It might provide you more value as well. Also, I have some books that I think really helped me, and I think might help you as well. First one is this one. I won't say the word because I want to be monetized, but you see here, link in the description. It really goes a long way to helping reset my mindset and help me steer me towards a path that I think is better for myself and is more sincere and self-aware, and that goes a long way to getting rid of self-doubt. So I would highly recommend that book. And the other two books that I have are actually on Audible. The first one is called How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big by Scott Adams. Great book, just showing that perseverance is really the key to getting what you want, and it really does a lot to help set up systems, and these systems can help you with self-doubt, I think. And the other book that I read is The Untethered Soul at Work. It's more of like just a mindset, being present in the moment book. If you're someone who struggles with always thinking about what can go wrong, I would highly recommend that book. Links in the description, of course, as usual. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I believe we're at the end. We are at the end of the video. It means a lot to me if you made it this far. I'm just starting out. If you feel that this is value that you want to continue getting, I will be committing to posting a video every single week from now on for the rest of my life, hopefully. And thank you so much again. And I really can't say anything else except thank you if you've made it this far. And so, without further ado, thank you so much, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.